I'm an artist who loves to draw fantasy art, and I draw many creatures like dragons and griffins. And I get many questions on how I learned to draw dragons. And before I started to draw dragons and other creatures, I drew a lot of animals, and I still draw a lot of animals. And drawing fantasy creatures and drawing animals, well, it goes hand in hand. The animals we have in this world are like the animals that live in our fantasy world. And many of my fantasy creatures are just a mix and match of the animals that live in our world. And to practice, I just draw from photos or from real life. And this lion I draw from a photo that is on pixels. And I often use reference photos from sites like Pexels as reference because they're not copyright free. That's a bit of a misunderstanding, but they are free to use. And Pixabay is another site, and I believe Raw Pixel is one as well. I use a 2B pencil from Faber-Castell. Especially when drawing hair, I actually like drawing hair with a pencil because it's a bit softer than drawing it with a pen. And I can get the texture of the hair from the lion. What I do, I first draw in dark areas with hair strokes. Dus in the dark areas I use short strokes, and I kind of lift the pencil toward the ends, so you have like the hair like shape, the shape of an eyelash. And when I draw in the longer hairs, I do the same. I kind of lift the pencil towards the end, so it becomes more sharp or pointy or thinner towards the end, and that gives a hair-like texture. And if you want the hair of your creature to look really soft, you can go over this with a soft brush. I'm not sure if I will do that today because, like I said, it's just a practice sketch. It's a very rainy day here, and it's dark, and there's a storm outside, so maybe you hear that. And when I draw in the darker areas, I just hold the pencil a bit more further back, and I kind of shade with the side of the pencil. But I think the most important thing when making practice sketches is don't overthink it. We want everything to be perfect. And I know you're going to say, like, yeah, but I can't draw a lion like this. Not yet. You can't draw a lion like this, not yet. But if you draw a lion like this often, eventually you can draw it with more ease. I often have drawings that still don't come out the way I want them to, but it's the sketching that is your training for that. And we often mistake our sketches as we want them to be finished pieces, we want them to look perfect, but that's not what sketches are for. If you want to run a marathon, we're not running a marathon every day to train for that, and that's with our drawings as well. I'm not even drawing sketches like this every day. Sometimes I just have 5 minutes, on busy days, and you just can't get any art in. I just make a quick 5-minute sketch, and it doesn't look good, but it will train your eye. And if you have the feeling that you kind of get lost in your drawing, you just look at your reference photo where the dark areas are, and you draw these in. And I don't know if you like videos like this where I explain a little bit what I do, where I talk a bit about my art, and I just hope you can learn from that, and that it's helpful to you, or that it's inspiring to you. Or maybe you just like to watch my videos because you just enjoy watching someone create, and that is okay too. Yeah, I'm sometimes wonder if I should share more of my animal sketches as well, because it is part of, well, it's a large part of my creature drawing, because without making these sketches, I wouldn't be able to create fantasy creatures. So if you would like me to share more of this process, or have more explanation on how I draw things for real animals, then just let me know in the comments. And if there are certain animals you would like to draw, maybe I can give that a go as well. And with a 2B pencil, I like that it's a little bit softer than HB. Now, many people prefer an HB pencil for the sketching process, but yeah, I mostly prefer 2B, but I think that's just personal preference. There's not really a wrong or right in that. So if you feel kind of stuck with your art and you can't find any inspiration, just find some pictures from animals and just draw them. And also it can really help really well with poses. And what I find difficult is this angle of the head. It's like, I call it 3/4. I can do side views, I can do the front view of animals, but this angle is something that I struggle with, and that is why I practice that. And I know by now I'm better at it with real animals, but with dragons it's still a challenge for me. But drawing like this will help me, because I kind of study the shape. You learn to see things. And I'm not aiming for perfect realism. I'm sketching, so it's more the hints of hairs, but I'm not drawing in every hair. I'm just drawing in the lights and the dark areas, and shade a little bit here and there. And if you want to have more draw along videos, I have them on my Patreon. I have a draw along video of an okapi. It's a simple sketch, but it is a beautiful creature to draw, and it's also another very inspiring animal for our own creature design. And there is a link to my Patreon in the description of this video if you're interested. On the nose they have like a little soft short texture of hair. So I shade with really short strokes, but I can shade them in very fast this way. And as you can see, I don't hold the pencil close to the tip, I hold it a little bit further back, because this way I don't use that much pressure, and I can add more layers to the paper. And if you want to know more about drawing fur, I also have a tutorial on my Patreon about drawing fur. And there is also a video of on this channel on how I draw fur with ballpoint pen on a tundra dragon. At the moment I'm practicing lions because I want to draw a chimera. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. But it's a creature with a lion's head, so I want to make him look really majestic once I get to that. So it's drawing lions and other creatures. I did want to make a real-time video, but this is not gonna be an entire drawing this time. I have entire drawings on my channel if you want to draw along with me, and not from this one, because sometimes I just lack the time and then I need to finish him on a different day. But I'll make sure to add in the final sketch at the end of the video. But with this channel, I want to share with you my process, how I design my creatures. And if it would help you to have more full draw along videos like this one, that we would do like the complete lion head or tiger or another animal, if that would help you, please let me know, because then of course I can make videos like that. Because at the moment I'm kind of searching for what kind of content that I want to make, combined with what people need, because I get so many questions about how I make my creatures, and I'm happy to share, but I'm not sure yet what the best way is to bring that across to you. So if you prefer a time-lapse with just music without me talking, just let me know. And if you prefer a video like this, in which I just explain what I do, like drawing the fur and the hairs in this one, just let me know as well. And I think eventually it will kind of grow on me making videos like this, and knowing what the best way is to share my knowledge with you. And it's not that I'm all-knowing, absolutely not, far from it. I'm learning myself as well. There is still so much to learn for me. So much to learn for me. And that's the beauty about art. You keep learning. What the important thing is that you shade and draw in the direction of the fur. And I'm using just one pencil because it's a sketch. We don't have to go all the way. It's gonna live in my sketchbook and nothing special is gonna happen with it. Well, apart from that, this line is gonna get its video. Here, I'm gonna add a little bit of more shades here. Like there's some scars on the nose and a little bit of that. And let's kind of add to the realism here. And what I wanted to show you is if you want to add more hairs here, you can have like a soft paintbrush. It's nothing special, it's just a soft brush. And you can go over this and you kind of smudge it a little bit. And you get that really soft look that a lion has in its mane. It makes it look like a bit fuzzy. And then you go over that again with a little bit more pressure, and you make those hair strokes that you have the most pressure at the start, and you kind of lift them up when you put down the hair, like drawing an eyelash, like the shape of an eyelash. And you see, with that soft texture underneath, you kind of mimic the texture of the manes of the lion. And I really like that effect. I use that technique in many of my animal drawings when I draw with pencil. And that was it for today's video. I hope you liked this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will add in the finished drawing at the end. And I thank you for watching, and I'll see you with the next one. Bye!